till it all fell apart. 'Cause in your hands you hold my heart with my balls in a jar. Balls in a jar. I was the king of my castle as long as you weren't around. And I had my say nearly every day as long as it came from you. And
all right, welcome to A Touch of Grey Matter. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. As always, I'm here with Barry 3D Carter, the Brown Streak, Zilpha Ali, and Mr. Happy Thomas Patrice.
What? I was a silver streak. I became brown streak?
Downgraded.
That hurt, man.
You're brown. There's a streak.
Oh, well, thank you for telling everybody. This is the streak he's talking about. Oh, back to like...
Sure it is. Yes. So anyways, special thank you to Jaybird Digital Arts for the look and everything else, man. You do some amazing work. Now going back to that cunt Jada Smith and her cuckolded fucking husband, Will, who really, he still owes everybody an apology for fucking Wild Wild West. So,
yeah,
you know, like... All right, so anyways, we left it off. I think we were talking about them getting hit by a train or something like that, wasn't it? Or that was just the last thing I said.
The Go Bus train, not
right.
Not the other. Yeah.
I was gonna jump in and say that Will, like I said in the last episode, Will could have handled it better. Yes, he could have got up on stage and he could have said, you know what, there were jokes that were made, I didn't agree with them, whatever. And then go into your speech and accept your award and go. Or handle it at the after party. Pull them aside, whatever. Don't be all gangster. Pull them aside and say, hey, you know what? I didn't agree with what you said about my wife. Don't ever do it again. And walk away. Leave it.
So I think
now, no, but just one quick thing. There's this. I mean, it's always good to be in the public eye, but sometimes the way the public looks at you is not always good.
No TV, no press is bad press. Remember that. In that
no press is bad. No press is bad press.
And now he wasn't,
but you get impressed.
For a long time. Now everybody in that group, the triangle is now relevant. So is Jada. We hardly had any gigs. The last gig I think she had was Matrix, and she screwed that up too. And then it's Will, who's come up with his motivational speeches, are talking about back, you know.
Yeah, but I thought you had G.I. Jane 2 coming out.
Ooh.
So I wanted to ask you earlier. You mentioned in the previous episode that there are things that you, as a black man, that you shouldn't be making fun of. Mama, yeah, agreed. Every culture. Wife, you said wife. You said about wife. So here's the thing. Yes. If you see Will Smith's post, and I'll tell you, I don't follow him. Sometimes I get a lot of shares. I don't follow Will Smith because I think he's a piece of crap. His motivational shit is always stolen from Steve Harvey and all that. But he's always taking videos of his wife on Instagram. I don't know if you follow him or not, but I'm just
yeah.
And she's always looks like she's, and this is not a pun, but she sounds very jaded, like really sick of it.
Yeah,
and like she's always like a blah face all the time. Like she's not happy of doing everything. And I know, I think it was you, Barry, who mentioned in the previous episode about that big party that he threw for her without social media when he wasn't there, right? So having said that, although he's putting so much effort into his marriage, and he's getting Jack back, and as a friend who you know is a comedian, who's always cracking jokes, and he did pair. He even made fun of Denzel. Said, "Yo, the line you said in Macbeth was so black at that point. Yo, this king ain't got nothing on me." That was no line. Yeah, he was in Shakespeare's Throb, but D laughed. Right? I'm a celebrity. They're my homies. D laughed. Penelope Cruz and her husband laughed. I keep forgetting his name. I'm sorry. I know TP. You mentioned it earlier in the previous.
Javier Bardem.
There you go. So why is it so different now that if he's doing the top dog, which is Denzel, and I personally feel that Denzel is the top tier in the black acting career. He's like the top dog. You want to get a mentor? That's him. Training Day, all those amazing movies he's made, he's number one. Equalizer, all those stuff. If he is laughing it off, why are you that is still trying to make it from the bottom of the barrel up to the middle point? You are making such a big fuss about it.
No,
Like you said,
Well,
you're absolutely right. I would have.
I
If
just
something
want
like
to
this
throw.
happened with me, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to throw a couple of things in.
Sure.
Will Smith has his own production company. He's still out there with people, right?
Yeah, he's made
Like Barry
Fresh
mentioned,
Prince of Bel-Air. He's producing
no,
that.
no, no, no. But it's not just that. He's produced other things. He's co-produced so many other things. He's on a lot of other things. The issue that I have with it, okay? The issue I have with it, if somebody insults my wife, like I don't want to call nobody out. My ex-boss at my last job, saying next time he's gonna bring his dog to the company party, I should bring my wife. They could be a pair. We had that talk. Don't you never do that again.
No,
Anyways,
that's hardcore. That's
so
hardcore rule,
so
bro.
no, but no,
I
no,
would
but no.
smack
But
your
what I'm saying,
ex-boss in the face.
no. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. And I'm not defending Will Smith. I want you to understand.
I get it. Yeah, you're giving
What
me
I'm saying
your
is this.
stance
You
as a black
cannot.
man. Yes.
No, as a black man, whatever man. It doesn't matter what color you are.
Okay. Sorry,
As a man, you should have the wherewithal to watch what you do, where you're doing it, and how you're doing it. You can't just get up and walk up this way. Hang on, let me finish. You can't just get on the stage, smack somebody because you disagree with what they're saying. I understand how he did it because maybe 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, the old Tommy would have got up and done the same thing. But we're the same age, basically. You're in your 50s now. You don't get up on a stage and go smack nobody because they disrespected your wife in front of a whole bunch of other people. What you do is you very eloquently say things that are said may be meant as a joke, but the pain is real. That crushes harder than a slap. Also, it makes you look so much more eloquent. Like you said, Denzel's on top. Denzel's the new Sidney Poitier. God rest your soul. But you know what I mean? So you got to look at what you're doing when you're doing it.
But that's my point. Do you think that? See, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this. It's because a lot of people told me to check Will Smith's last post, which was just before the Oscars. He's all getting dressed up and everything, and his quote was, "Tonight we're going to create chaos." And the comment section fucking blew up after the slap. It's because they're like, "You're a piece of shit. You're everything. You could have handled exactly to what you said." Well, there was a one big paragraph written by this. I think it was the Black Actors Society or Academy. So I could be forgetting the name exactly, but it was something to do with the BLM and or society kind of cultural thing, which said you have actually showed violence, which is one of the most prominent things in the black community. Hang on. So doing that on stage, on public stage, on a bigger forum is absolutely not acceptable. And you've set as black actors 5 to 10 years behind. So like you said, bro, I'm with you on that he should, condone violence completely, handle it eloquently, and or pull them on the side after the party and say, "Yo, not cool, bro."
I want to throw this in. I wasn't going to bring it to this point, but I'm going to bring it to this point. Devoid of everybody else here, I'm going to speak for myself. As a black man, there are certain things I will not do because there are certain ways I cannot act in society. I'm not trying to blame society for certain things. There are ingrained beliefs about black people. There are ingrained things people are going to say about black people. As a black man to another black man that insults my wife in that kind of audience or that kind of atmosphere, that kind of theater, I am not going to react to it. Even if it was meant maliciously, which I do not believe it was, I am not going to react to it because that means you're trying to drag me down to your level. What Will Smith, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, I was going to try to be eloquent, but what Will Smith did was he stepped down a level. Now, you didn't step up on the stage. He stepped down a level. And one black man to another, you should know we do not do this to each other in public because public sees it and says, we try to train them.
We told you.
Going to be like that, even when they have money. For all the progress we made,
and that's literally what I was trying to get at.
For all the progress we made as the people in the last 2 years, God rest your soul, George Floyd. For all the progress we made, one event like that is a blotch on that progress. We have to, as a people, be very, very careful of the way we present ourselves. Because we cannot afford, and I say we, and I'm talking about all of us. Doesn't matter, light skin, red skin, I don't give a damn. We cannot afford to have that kind of a blotch or mark on the progress we made.
And he made that's the thing, and I'm coming back to his speech now. And Dave, I want your input on that part. He made a comment saying, "I'm the defender of my family," And like D said, and he was referring to Denzel, that when you're
Like
at
what,
the
Trojan?
top, when you're at the top, the devil will try to pull you down. Now, my thing is, and I was a little confused. Is he referring to the devil as in his wife, his anger issue, or Chris Rock, or the society? What is he referring to this devil as? Wait. TP, hang on. I want to give Dave a chance to speak because I feel like he's got something here. Yo, if Dave goes, no, I got nothing.
I listened to his acceptance speech after,
Okay, yeah, because I remember we were talking about. You said you hadn't heard it yet. Okay.
and I saw the tears and everything else, and like he what was he, calling himself the vessel of love or whatever the fuck it is.
I was
And
like,
obviously,
really? You just smacked somebody.
well, yeah, that's how the vessel travels through him. It comes out of his hands.
You're the
Kinda
power
like
of
the
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like the televangelist
Jesus.
just walking up to you, going, the power of Christ compels you.
Pastor Slappy.
I personally, I mean, like, he is full of shit. Like, the whole fucking thing, like, up there, and you're like, I'm not crying because I won the award. No, you're crying because you're a fucking bitch. Like, you laughed at a joke that, let's be honest here, okay? We have written better jokes. Like, in our repertoire, we've at least got 2, maybe 3 jokes that are way better than that one.
Whack
Agreed.
priest still kills me.
Okay? So, I mean, like, there's, like, you got offended over a joke that wasn't even that funny to begin with. And then you're up there, and these fucking douchebags in the audience are giving you a fucking standing ovation.
I have not got it,
Like,
honestly.
Like, the fact that, like, I would have read the envelope and went, we need to confer about this for a second, because, and I'll admit, like I said, because I posted it earlier, of course he won the Best Actor Oscar. Because you saw the way he changed from laughing to being offended and pissed off, and I'm going to go up and slap Chris Rock. You know what? Like, just fuck off. Like, if you just disappeared tomorrow, and that dopey fucking island boy looking trash bag of a fucking kid you have, what's his fucking name? Caden?
Island boy.
Oh, Jaden. Is it Jaden?
Jaden, yes.
Jaden.
Put him and his mother in the trunk of a fucking car and push him off the goddamn pier. Like, just the entire family is a complete waste of fucking breath. I have no time or energy for any of them. I don't think what Chris Rock said was remotely funny, was a personal attack on somebody. Okay, it was a fucking joke. Okay, if he had said, you know what, I can't wait to see you when Jade does Oakland 3, then yes, you're saying the only way she's getting back into the movies is on her back, which apparently she's okay with that. She's comfortable on her back. She's obviously used to it.
Yeah, just not with Will.
Just not with Will.
So I mean, like, the whole thing is just, the whole thing is turned into a fucking joke in itself.
Well, like one guy put it, this was a very eventful night, and the last time we'll see the Oscars ever.
Yeah. Barry, what do you think about his speech, my man? I feel like I know we were talking about it earlier too. You had some stuff, and I think you got the response from Chris Rock. Can you just share that with us, man?
Yeah, sure. So what I think about Will Smith's speech, bullshit. It was clearly bullshit. I didn't like anything about it. I've lost respect, whatever I had for Will Smith. I won't support him in a project again. Dave hit on it. Hollywood is very two-faced. The only reason people went up to Will Smith and said, "Hey man, good speech. Okay, yeah man, we're there for you, behind you," is because, as Thomas said, Will Smith has a production company and they all want to work. That's it. That's all. They're gonna go home to the significant others when no one's listening and going, "Can you believe that bullshit?" I think the best reaction was Nicole Kidman when she sat there went,
Yeah. So that was the thing. I noticed that they showed reactions from very few people here and there, and the cameras are everywhere. But we never saw the reaction of Jada Pinkett when he went up and slapped. Nobody has a fucking footage of that.
when he went up and slapped, the camera wasn't on Jada. They don't show that footage. But when Will's up there giving his speech about being a defender, she's sitting there very smug face, as I like to, we call it. Just,
she didn't get up. She was very smug and she was very elegantly sitting.
Yeah. Because once again, it's all bullshit. She, I'm sure they went out partying and they did all their stuff and they got home. And as I said before in our little chat, and I'll say it right here, is that they got home, and did the two of them have, sex to celebrate the night? No. She probably went and was scrolling Tinder to see what other guy that's a young.
Oh, I'm sure she had sex to celebrate, just not with Will.
No,
that's what I was going to say.
And Will was pulling a Zulf in his room.
But yeah, the difference is Zulf
like
can
that.
turn around and pick out his own porn. With Jada, she tells Will which porn he can jerk off to. Okay?
But,
it's funny, guys.
Can I just throw something in there?
What?
Yeah.
With everything you're saying, and I really believe what you're saying is true, think about how much pressure that guy was under at that moment. I'm not defending him. But think about how much pressure.
No, it sounds like you are.
Wait, just hear me out. He's sitting there, and Barry, you pointed it out very eloquently, and it's true. He said, you know what I mean? And
yeah. But if you see when he won, their foreheads came in together, and he went like this, and she didn't kiss him, and then he went for the kiss, because he's like, I feel like, bro, that's a make believe marriage, man. Like
let's be real.
She's just putting up with him because of okay, I'm gonna get he started a company now, and it's like, okay, I'm in it now. Like there's nothing better. Yeah, exactly.
When you're used to your husband bringing home $20 million paychecks, and your paycheck is coming from Red Table Talk with you, your daughter, and your mom. So even though it's your show, you got to split that 3 ways. You don't want to leave the $20 million house to go.
I'm an American woman now.
Barry, it's that Eddie Murphy joke. $20 million, and she goes, and $10. I want to do my part.
Well, that's it.
Now we're $20 million.
My part.
That's
$10.
But that's what gets me, is the fact that turn around, and this is how it's breaking down. So first of all, his speech, who I feel the clearest winner out of that night was G.I. Jane, the movie, because a lot of people are going to say G.I. Jane. I haven't watched that in a while. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to go and stream that right now. People are going to start watching Everybody Hates Chris to see, because everyone's seeing all the memes now. There's a lot of people.
My shout out to all the memers. The memes are freaking amazing. I love
Carl Wolf from Toronto here. He put out a song there about it, right? And but the whole thing, those are the winners. Will Smith, to me, pure trash, whatever case. Jada totally manipulates him. And how come you didn't have that reaction when other people made jokes about your wife? How come you didn't have that reaction when someone was fucking boning your wife? You didn't turn around and talk to August and smack the shit out of him, because everyone would have said, "Oh well, Jada's riding dick and you smacked him." Oh, okay, we get you. We get
it. Yeah, we get
it.
You
had to go to someone. And people said, if it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, do you think Will Smith would have got out of his fucking chair? No way. So there's one feeling. And hold on, hear me out here. So no way he would have done that. If it was Ben Affleck and Jerry Seinfeld, and Ben Affleck was sitting with Jennifer Lopez, and Jerry Seinfeld came out and made a joke about, hey, you guys almost got married second time around, right? And went on, and Ben Affleck went and smacked Jerry Seinfeld. Let me tell you, security would have been all over this. So the Oscars failed to protect their performers on stage. You understand that? I don't care if you agree with them or not. They failed to protect the performer on stage. He was hired to do a job, and you didn't protect him, and you didn't give him any backup. You didn't escort Will Smith out of there. What the Oscars did, though, of course, now they show their authority. They have seat fillers. So this one girl, when people leave, they have seat fillers going, so it looks full, right?
Right, yeah.
This one girl was filling a seat because one of the, people went to the bathroom, and while she was sitting there, one of the directors got an award for a documentary, and she had a couple of drinks in her. Okay, so she comes down, she's sitting with beside her. She's like, "Hey, do you want to see my doc? You want to see my award?" And the girl goes, "Oh yeah, hold it, hey, hold it." And she goes, "Cool." And she goes, and she turned around and she took a selfie saying, "Oh my God, I'm at the Oscars and I'm actually holding an Oscars. This is so cool." The Oscars saw this and fired the girl, so she's banned for life, so she can never be a seat filler again at the Oscars.
Oh,
So
come on.
That's stupid.
You turn around and you
That's
fire a girl
stupid.
who Jane Average, who just had, in her lifetime, who's going to hold an Oscar who works a 9-to-5 job? Fire her. But you didn't say anything to Will Smith. You didn't escort him out. And would Jada have stood up for Will? Let's say someone made a joke about Will. Do you think Jada would have stood up and gone?
But someone did. But someone did.
No. Jada.
Miss Hall. Miss Hall.
Yeah.
Don't keep forgetting her name, the first name.
Who?
Miss Hall, who was one of the presenters.
Okay,
She was calling people up.
If someone made fun of Will,
Yeah, she said.
would Jada get up and say something?
She said, "Will, we're looking for all single guys." No, she said, "Bradley Cooper, we're doing a callway test. These results haven't come in. All single men come in. Bradley Cooper, Shen Chang, the guy from Toronto. She picked a couple other guys, and then she picked up. She's like, "Hey, Will, why don't you come up? I know you're married, but you and Jada got that thing going, so you're part of this. You're part of the single group."
Right.
And she brought
up that girl had no shirt on,
and Jada laughed it off, right?
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point.
And so did Will. He went,
Anytime people bring, Will is always quick to defend his wife. Tell me one time where Jada came out and defended Will. Tell me one.
She came out and defended and say he brings good bacon at home. That's it.
on the album where she said, "I believe Will's a superstar." Oh yeah, that was Will Smith, Big Willie style. Back.
Yeah. Name me one time. She's publicly humiliated him, but she's never defended him. She wants Tupac. She's made for the streets.
Yeah, bro.
Let her go.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here because I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm fucking tired of it. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the only reason why Will Smith got up and slapped Chris Rock is not because of the joke.
Nope.
It has nothing to do with G.I. Jane.
No, don't say it. Dave, don't say it.
Say it.
Okay, I won't.
Dave.
All right,
No, God.
No, forget it.
Stop it, man.
Self doesn't want to hear it. Fine.
I don't care what Zelf wants to hear, man. I want to hear it.
I'll close my ears.
I want to hear it.
I'll bet you $5 that she's fucking Chris Rock.
That's what I was gonna say, and he found out. That's what I was gonna say. That was my next line.
So instead of saying you should keep pussy.
So when he said
out of my mouth,
I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. That was the code word for the hotel that he's staying at. Will took offense to the fact that he brought it up in front of everybody. And that's why he did it.
That was my part 3.
Because, Chris Rock ain't mad no more. So.
Yeah, but, and can I just interject real quick point? I think Chris Rock went out, and as you're saying before, he put out a statement apologizing for the joke that I went too far and everything like that. I don't think he should have apologized. He had nothing to apologize for. If he was offensive as people said, he would have offended Denzel, Javier, Penelope Cruz, and everybody else he roasted. And other people made more jokes about it than that. I know people are bringing up the 2016 Oscar Awards where he was there too, and he was talking and he made jokes about Jada. What Jada put herself on the map saying, "Well, I'm going to boycott the awards," but you had no show to even be there for.
Yeah, and he made fun of that too.
Right. And what happened was Will had to be there for something. And once again, my wife's not going, so guys, I can't go. I can't go out and play. The fuck?
I think his joke was just like you boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties.
Yeah. Never invited.
You never invited, yeah. Well,
right,
what about there was another guy. Who's the guy from The Office? The British version.
I was just going to say Ricky Gervais.
Wow, when I saw him, like half the people should have got up and slapped. There should have been a line to slap Ricky Gervais, but people have more class than that. They didn't do that to him.
And he said it too.
Right?
He's like, "Yo, this is the last time I'm doing it. Fuck this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your speeches."
So like the truth of the matter is this. It was a good evening. People were there without masks. It was the first time people could enjoy themselves, except for that girl that got fired. Truly, I'm sorry you got fired. Anyways, people were enjoying themselves. The hosts, I laughed. They were great. They did some good stuff.
Wanda Sykes, Amy
Schumer,
Chris Paul.
and
Who else was there? The three of them.
oh gosh, I can't remember that other something Hall. I can't remember her name.
Hall, something Hall. Anyway, yeah, they did
Regina Hall.
Regina Hall. That's it.
Regina Hall. That's it. Thank you.
Great. They were funny. Don't make it about you. See, this is the thing. Come on, say it. Don't make it about you, Will. Don't make it about Jada.
He's a puppet. Everybody who won, even the what's the guy?
We're like undermined.
Yeah,
Questlove.
everything got taken away.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's keep talking about this.
Exactly.
Right,
let's talk for a second.
All right.
Let's talk about that for a second. That deaf guy who won, I know we're taking about. I just want to say this. That brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful moment.
Beautiful
that was the most beautiful moment for him to win, being a deaf, not deaf, being a deaf mute actor. Yeah. That's what the Oscars are about. That's a pedestal. He got up on there. That's where dreams are made. That was beautiful. Then
I think they won too, right? The best picture, Cuda.
Yeah. And Dune won a lot.
Dune won a lot. Yeah.
I just wish that guy put on a freaking shirt if he's gonna wear a waiter's jacket. Anyways, yeah. So that's all I'm saying.
Back to you, Dave.
And now back to you, Dave. Live from resting bitch face.
I think he's frozen again. I told him
not.
you gotta blink, just so we know.
You've got to
do
I don't have to do anything.
Woo!
All right, so for Barry 3D Carter, Zolf Ali, and Thomas Patrice, I'm Dave Sokolowski. Remember, there's a lot of good people out in the world, and if you can't find one, be one.
Don't be a Will.
Fell apart. 'Cause in your hands you hold my heart with my balls in a jar. Balls in a jar. I was the king of my castle as long as you weren't around. And I had my say nearly every day as long as it came from you. And I could do anything I